Well, good morning. Back in the van again. It's Sunday morning, so yeah, why not just get in the van? Weather's okay, and yeah, go for a drive. Probably looking to go towards so the usual spots, out towards Marlborough, out towards the Savernake Forest. It's absolutely beautiful out there. So yeah, let's go and park the van up. Yeah, make sure the fridge is on, get some cold refreshments in there, and go for a walk. Let's go for a walk around Savernake Forest. Yeah, come along. Let's go and enjoy it. Let's get some fuel. Let's go get the van washed. It's pretty filthy, and yeah, let's go for a drive. Seems to be a huge amount of traffic at the petrol station. It's 1, 2, 3 cars ahead, which is unusual. I think people must be fueling up to take a drive to go and watch the final game. Is it coming home? We'll see. We'll see later. For those of you who don't know where the Savernake Forest is, it's literally on the edge of Marlborough. Marlborough is where I come to on a fairly regular basis. I absolutely love the Poston Hill campsite, so we'll probably do the Poston Hill again in the next couple of weeks, so stick around for that. But it's literally on top of the hill looking down onto the forest, and it's an absolute brilliant place to go and walk and just go and clear your head. Yeah, so come along, we'll go and get a sandwich quickly if we can find a shop to do so, and naturally we'll go get a beer for when we finish a walk, and then yeah, then we'll talk about being brave. Well, look at that, Sunday's free. Well, it's not often you see something like that parked in the parking. Absolutely beautiful Chevy. Unusual amount of traffic in Marlborough today. I think there must be something going on in terms of marathons or some sort of sporting event that's going on. That the streets are lined with people, with water, and yeah, it's probably some sort of a sporting event going on. But yeah, we are getting through it. Well, here we are arriving at well, the area, Poston Hill campsite, next to the Savernake Forest. So yeah, as you turn into Poston Hill, you'll see a Forestry England sign, and then the road splits. So you can either go off to the left towards the campsite itself, or you can stay to the right, and that will just take you into the forest car park for yeah, just the forest areas where you can actually go for a wander around. Well, there you go, Ivan's all hooked up and yeah, safe and secure. So there's quite a few people here today, just chilling out, having picnics, yeah, just enjoying the outdoors. Oh, it's absolutely great. Just being out in the woods, walking, just chilling out. This is the Savernake Forest. This is just the start of one of the trails. Absolutely loads of trails in here. Loads of history behind this forest as well. You know, some good history, some not so good history. Look at that tree. Some of my friends, families, colleagues that I've told have started this channel have said to me, well, why start a channel? Why YouTube? Why now? I'm 50 years old, and some of you may know that I'm a keen photographer. I like taking photographs. In fact, in the past I've taken some photographs of some corporate headshots. I've done some landscape photography. I really enjoy the landscape side of things. I've done 1 or 2 weddings, and I just really enjoy the photography. But that skill is, while I'm okay behind the camera, I have a huge phobia of talking to the camera. So in order for me to sort of ramp up that skill, go to the next level of the photography side of things, is for me to put myself in an uncomfortable position. This to me it's uncomfortable. You know, I'm talking to a GoPro camera. I've got a microphone on my t-shirt. I'm conscious that everything I say, my breathing, is all going to be heard. So it's very uncomfortable. But in order to start getting comfortable with the uncomfortable, you need to put yourself out there. You need to just do it. And this is why. This is effectively me trying to break a fear. Yeah? Fear of messing up, fear of just getting it wrong, fear of comments coming back at me saying, oh, it was crap. But there comes a point where you just need to face it. You need to hone that skill, you need to ramp it up a little bit. You need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. You know, it also, a wise owl said to me once is, when was the last time you did something for the first time? And that's hit home with me on many occasions. You know, when was the last time you did something for the first time? YouTube is an absolute first for me. I know nothing about videography. I'm happy behind the camera. I'm comfortable behind the camera. The things like frame rates and sound and, well, sound is okay. Frame rates, I'm starting to get to know. Yeah, so video is a completely new kettle of fish for me, but it's a natural transition to go from still photography through to video. You know, it's just ramping that up a little bit. It's getting to know the different parts of it. You know, yes, lighting is a huge part of. I say that as we're going through a dark part of the forest. Lighting is such an important part of photography. But now there's a whole new element. Is the frame rates? What's a frame rate? Why do you have different frame rates? I've learned so much in, I think this is now my 8th video. I have learned a huge amount, right the way from the settings on the camera. I've had to YouTube that. The editing process, the file sizes. Should I shoot in 1080p? Should I shoot in 4K? Should I just use my phone? Oh, it's been a learning curve of note. Yeah. Then we've got the editing. Gosh, that's a whole new challenge now. While I'm comfortable with Lightroom, no problems at all. I can take a whole bunch of photos, I can classify them, I can categorize them, I can get to an edit fairly quickly on the photos. But video, my goodness, you know, yes, there's some video editors out there that are really quick at this type of thing, but while you're starting, which editor do you use? You know, do you go and buy one? If you're going to buy one, which one? You know, which is the easiest to learn? Which one's got the most, let's call it, YouTube resources out there for you to learn? So yeah, these are all these questions that I needed to answer for myself. And I was sitting on the fence. I was sitting on the fence too. You know, I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. I've been wanting to break this fear. You know, you guys know I enjoy the outdoors. And while we're at it, if you enjoy the outdoors, hit the subscribe button. You know, come on this adventure with me. You know, but instead of hitting the like button, hit the share button, because you know somebody out there that is also sitting on the fence, that's also wanting to start up a channel, has got a huge amount of talent. I'm not saying that I'm very talented, but there's some really talented people out there that have got so much to give, because we can learn so much from them. Just hit the record button, just do it. there is nothing to lose. You know, it's nerve-wracking, it's hard, it's difficult, somewhat embarrassing as people are walking past you. That's part of a phobia that I still need to break for myself. You know, whenever I'm walking in the forest here, somebody comes along, I'm popping the camera down. I was like, you know, I'm not really on to be here. Just do it. Be brave. Click that button and just do it. The editing software that I use is, I've actually stumbled on, was a product called DaVinci Resolve. Now there is a paid for version of that. I didn't see, catch my breath back. I didn't see any reason to need to pay for any software at this stage. You know, if I get better at this, and no doubt I challenge myself to get better at this. You know, at that point I may invest a little bit in the software. I bought myself a little GoPro and the microphone. Everybody says you can still do it on your phone. Of course you can. I'm a bloke, I like gadgets. Yeah, so I bought myself the GoPro and the mic. Yeah, just to kickstart me, just to get me a little bit more motivated. Because now I've spent a few pennies on this, I now have to justify why I bought it. So yeah, it's the channel. Hi guys, before we close this one off, I want to say thank you for watching. Thanks for following along. Do hit the subscribe button. And if you are going to challenge somebody, pop me a note in the comments. Who you're going to challenge and what are you going to challenge them to do? Is it going to be a challenge to dad? Is it going to be a challenge to mum, friend, boss, sons, daughters? Hit that challenge, pop it in the notes for me with your name, say hi, and let's see how many of these challenges can actually come right. Let's get the people out there, let's get you out there. Yeah, come and enjoy the fresh air. And on that note, guys, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.